Welcome everyone to today's explainer. Okay, I want you to start by doing a little mental exercise for me. Just imagine waking up tomorrow morning, grabbing your coffee, and finding a completely empty administrative to-do list, like totally clear. Imagine discovering that every single invoice has already been perfectly drafted and sent out to your clients, every payment tracked, every crumpled receipt categorized, and a pristine financial report is just sitting there, waiting for you on your screen. And the absolute best part? You pulled all this off without hiring an extra accountant, without pulling your hair out over late-night spreadsheets, without ever touching a single calculator.
It sounds a little bit like science fiction, doesn't it? I mean, as business leaders, we're basically hardwired to accept this admin grind as just, a necessary evil of growing a company. But what if bookkeeping took literally 0 minutes? Zero. What on earth would you do with all those extra hours in your week? Well, today we're diving into exactly how businesses are using AI right now to completely automate their invoicing and bookkeeping workflows. We're turning that 0-minute dream into an everyday reality.
To really get why this is such a game changer, we have to look at the hidden time trap that catches pretty much everyone. So every business wants more customers, obviously, but very few realize where they're actually bleeding their most precious resource, which is time. It's not marketing, it's not sales, it's the admin work. Think about it. Creating one single invoice, that takes maybe 5 minutes of finding the right template, plugging in the details, and drafting the email. Uploading a receipt, there goes another 2 minutes. Now, 7 minutes doesn't sound like a big deal, but multiply that by hundreds of transactions every single month. Suddenly, you're losing entire days to work that generates absolutely zero growth. And that brings us to a pretty stark reality. On one hand, you've got manual bookkeeping. You know the drill. Updating spreadsheets, cell by agonizing cell, matching bank transactions, just constantly playing catch-up. It's a massive energy drain. But on the flip side, you have AI bookkeeping. And the big takeaway here is that businesses aren't using this to replace accountants, they're replacing all those repetitive, low-value chores. AI basically clears out the administrative brush, and that is where your real, tangible productivity finally kicks in.
Let's jump right into how this works. Step 1. AI creates professional invoices.
A lot of people think AI is just a glorified, fancy calculator, but it's actually an active participant in your sales cycle. In an automated workflow, the whole thing kicks off with a simple trigger. A customer places an order, maybe they sign a proposal or book a service online. In the old manual days, this is the exact moment you'd open up a Word doc and start typing. But with AI, that trigger tells the system to instantly generate the invoice. Literally, by the time your customer closes their browser tab, the invoice has already landed in their inbox. It happens before you even process the thought of making one.
And what's really wild here is the sheer volume of micro-decisions the AI is handling in the blink of an eye. Customer info, automatically filled. Tax calculations based on their specific zip code or country, handled. It detects the correct currency, slaps your business logo perfectly in place, adds your standard payment terms, and it can even localize the language. All of these variables are handled with zero typing, absolutely no copy pasting, and, best of all, zero human mistakes.
Moving right along to step 2, AI tracks payments automatically. Now, sending invoices at lightning speed is incredible, but getting paid? Well, that's the hard part. We all absolutely hate chasing unpaid invoices. It's awkward, it eats up so much time, and honestly, it's super easy to forget who owes you what when you're busy, actually running the business. AI completely flips the script here with real-time monitoring. If an invoice is overdue, the system automatically fires off a polite, perfectly timed reminder. If a customer opens the invoice, the AI logs it, and the exact second that payment hits, the invoice is marked as paid. No manual updates, no refreshing your bank portal 20 times a day. The real magic, though, is what this real-time monitoring does for your big-picture finances. Because the AI knows precisely when invoices go out and when cash comes in, it automatically adjusts your cash flow forecasts. This is a total superpower. It means you, the business owner, always know exactly how much money is coming down the pipeline and exactly when it's going to land. You are completely done with guessing games. You're operating on pure, real-time intelligence.
Okay, so the money is in the bank. What's next? Step 3. AI organizes every transaction.
You might think you can relax once the payment clears, but the post-payment process is where you save even more time. Traditionally, at the end of the month, someone has to download the bank statements, match everything up, and label expenses one by agonizing one. AI, it skips almost that entire process. It pulls in transactions automatically and maps them on the spot. So, a charge at a local restaurant, the AI knows, okay, that's a travel or entertainment expense. A monthly software fee? Boom, technology. Printer ink? Mapped straight to business operations. It instantly drops every single transaction into the perfect bucket. And for those of us who used to hoard faded receipts in shoeboxes, you know who you are. It gets even better. You snap a quick photo of a receipt on your phone, and the AI instantly scans it, reads the text, matches it to the right bank transaction, and locks it safely in the cloud. No more filing cabinets, no more lost paperwork, everything is instantly searchable. Say you need last year's software receipt for an audit, you literally type 2 words into the search bar and you're done. Just like that.
Now for my personal favorite. Step 4. AI creates financial reports.
Because, look, perfectly categorizing expenses is awesome for tax compliance, but to actually make strategic moves, you need financial clarity. And instead of making you wait until the end of the month to run a report, AI is constantly building these beautiful visual dashboards. You get instant expense breakdowns across travel, tech, operations, updating every single day. You never have to wait until the 30th to sit down and ask, "So, how did we do this month?" You already know. The data is right there, visualized for you in real time.
And check this out, some of these modern AI systems will actually look at your revenue trends and profit margins and explain the changes to you in plain English. I'm serious. The AI will generate a little summary that says something like, hey, revenue increased by 10% while tech expenses went down, so your profit margins improved. You require absolutely 0 accounting degrees to decipher what's going on. It's just crystal clear, actionable intel exactly when you need it.
And that brings us to step 5. AI reduces human errors.
This is the part almost everyone completely overlooks. Automation isn't just a time saver, it is fundamentally a mistake preventer. Humans get tired. We get distracted by an email or a phone call. AI doesn't need a coffee break. It continuously monitors your whole financial ecosystem. It catches duplicate invoices before you accidentally pay them twice. It flags missing payments instantly. It corrects bad tax calculations on the fly. It even highlights weird spending and watches for fraud 24/7. And because it catches these things immediately, it saves you an absolute fortune compared to finding out during a messy audit 6 months later.
So let's zoom out and look at the complete AI workflow.
Let's connect all these puzzle pieces together and watch the whole thing hum. Ready? An order is placed. The invoice is automatically emailed. The online payment is detected. The transaction gets categorized instantly. The receipt is securely stored. Your dashboard updates. The monthly reports generate. And you, the owner, review the whole shebang in minutes. No endless spreadsheets, no mindless data entry. Just this powerful, quiet automation doing all the heavy lifting in the background. I want to leave you with a quote that really hits the nail on the head for everything we've talked about today. AI isn't replacing business owners. It's replacing repetitive work. The folks adopting these automated workflows right now, they are clawing back dozens of hours every single week, and that is invaluable time they're pouring directly back into their customers, their growth, and their next big idea. They are literally buying back their own time.
So the real question isn't whether AI is going to eventually take over bookkeeping. That shift is already happening right now. The question you have to ask yourself is, will your business benefit from this sooner rather than later? Are you going to reclaim those lost hours? I really hope this explainer gave you a solid roadmap of what happens when you let AI handle the admin, leaving you completely free to handle the growth. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and keep exploring what automation can do for you.